guys, it's Shaun Thomson here. Welcome back to episode 3 of our Daf 45 rebuild video. In the last episode, we took the rotten horsebox body off of the lorry and of course took it to the scrappies. Now we need to fix the rust and try our very best to get the vehicle looking as show ready as we possibly can without going to professionals for help. There's so much rust. It's alright, again a bit crusty, but for a lorry this age, what can you expect? Now the main issue with these Daf 45s is the cab rust, and as you can see it has been welded in many places. Now I don't know if he's done a good job or if it's been a bit of a bodge job. I mean, the fact there's a gap there now, I couldn't see that gap before because the body was there, but I'm hoping he's fixed it and not just welded over the rust. Because if he's done that, then we have got a bit of a bag. You can see a patch there. Now I'm hoping that he's cleaned the rust out and then patched over the top of it. Because if he's just went over, if he's just literally put a bit of steel over the top, then this could be an expensive repair. Oh, boys, I am, for lack of a better word, wrecked right now. Now, I know this carpet is probably original, but as you can see, it's well past its best. And if you just lift this up here, you have a mint floor. Look, mint. Oh yes. Plus, that just holds water, moisture. If I take that out, I potentially have a mint floor. Original mint floor underneath. Oh. I know the carpet's probably original, but aye, I just think that looks a hell of a lot better. Right, just getting the cab a wee tilt here just to see how these seats come out, if they come out. I'm not going to lie to you, I think this whole project is just going to be cutting bolts. It's quite crusty down here, quite worryingly crusty. Oh, there's a seatbelt. Don't worry, that hole's meant to be there. But aye, I'm just having a proper look under her. She is a wee bit crusty, rusty, but I think it's all fixable, hopefully. Let me just go down to a screwdriver, see if I can break my heart a bit. You know something? Never judge a book by a cover. That is absolutely solid. I know what you're hearing there, that's just, like, if I scratch that back, it's just a wee plastic lining almost. But she's actually solid, which is a big relief, because these cabs can be bad. Don't get me wrong, there's probably still rust we haven't discovered, but aye, it doesn't look too bad. Alright, so basically what I've done here is grinded off these bolts, and hopefully now the seat should just come out. Hopefully. Now with that off, we can get right in about and getting this carpet properly out, because that is just, it's just too nice. This just got a whole lot more expensive. I should have checked both sides. I only checked the one side, and the last side is flawless. Looking at it, that side is solid. Passenger side on the other hand. Shit. Alright, so it's been roughly a week since we tackled the Daf. Obviously I've been away working, and now I'm officially on maternity leave. Well, not maternity leave, I'm working locally for the next 2 weeks until the wean is due, or maybe 4 weeks if my child decides to go late. Anyways, besides the point, that's just a bit of a timeline thing, because you'll obviously be seeing this in October, and by then that'll all have been over and done with, hopefully. Anyways, in the last episode, of course, we tackled this rust. Now, we came across it, I oxidised it, and the reason I did that is I didn't know when the next time I was going to get back to it, because obviously this could sit for 2 weeks, could sit for a month. I'm just working on it in my spare time. So we cut the rust out and we oxidised it, and now we need to work out what we're going to do to fix it. Now, there's a couple options. Obviously, we can weld it. I'm not very good with a welder. That bit definitely needs cut out and re-welded patchwork. It's all soft all the way along there. So what I'm going to do now is get the whole interior out, because I want to know what else is at the bottom of this floor plan. Get this bit out, we'll get it all out, we'll get that all jet washed and stored until it's ready to go back and all that jazz. I'm going to phone Euro Windscreens to come and take the windscreen out, and then we'll tarp it, and then that way I can get in and I can fix these bits properly, rather than just fixing there and potentially the rust being down the side, especially places like up there. So I'll get them to come take the windscreen out, and then that way we've got perfect access to that. We'll also kind of paint it up at that point, round about there anyways. Make a list of parts that we need. Obviously we need bits like this bit's just gone. I might be able to fiberglass repair it, but it doesn't even look like the right part, to be fair. There's a fair old gap. I mean, that's on this side. No, there's a fair old gap there as well. No, it might be the right part. But anyways, that's the plan for today. Let's get it done. Oh, the joiners are in working on SF55. That's not SF55, you know what that is. But anyways, let's get started on the Daf. That's a sentence I thought I'd never say on this channel. Let's get started on the Daf. Alright, next step of course was getting this seat out. Same as last time, we had to grind 2 bolts down there, and then the other 2 luckily came off. I was quite worried. I mean, that one's not bad, but that one right there, I was a wee bit worried. But they came clean. Obviously we'll do new bolts on them, but that is the driver's seat out, and now we can get access into the floor pan on this side, and hopefully she's not as bad. I'm hoping. I'll let you know. Alright, moment of truth, door seal is off. This is where we lifted it last time and found out. Okay, so far looks not bad. Now we just need to get the rubber untucked. Oh, I see a bit of surface rust. Just get it over with, Shaun. Just get it over with. Oh, I mean, it looks solid. Let me sit you here. It looks like it's definitely metal. I don't think it's just filler. I think he's just maybe filled the gaps with filler. That's definitely metal. I feel like he's done an alright job. He's probably done a similar level of skill as what I would do. Like, that's pretty much what I would do, weld it and body filler it. Because I'm not a welder, but this rug is soaking, so there must be water trapped somewhere. We need to find that so we don't get further rust. Oh, that's perfect. It's just rust. Just fucked with rust. Ah. Oh, jeez, beats, man. It's just getting worse. It turns out there's a foam layer in here that's just holding it all, so I wonder if I need to cut right back and just... Jesus, I'm not that good at welding, to be honest, boys. Right, new plan. What we're going to do is we're going to stop cutting holes in the rust, and now we're going to get the interior out, and then we're going to cut this out and weld in a plate. Now I'm going to try it myself. The whole point in this project is it is meant to be like me doing it for my dad, not just paying people to do it. So we're going to try and patchwork that up. We've also got the holes in there we need to patch up. That side's pretty much perfect, apart from the top bit. This bit's pretty much perfect, apart from the bottom bit. That's what it is, it's to be expected. This thing is ancient. So that's today's plan. Let's get the interior out. Progress, boys, progress. Just remember, every time you're taking something off, either put the bolt back in the right place that it belonged, or take as many pictures as possible. Alright, case in point as to why we're taking this lining off. Literally not even touched that. That is me just taking out the little plastic bits holding it in. So there's nothing holding that to the ceiling anymore. It's all saggy. And it means we can also give it a nice good jet wash clean, because it's actually not bad, Nick, all things considered. It's safe to say the headlining is not very well attached. It's safe to say that wasn't really attached anymore. I don't know if that makes it easier or worse for cleaning. It's in good nick though. I kind of want to keep it as original as possible. It is a show lorry, but like, you know what I mean? At least up there's clean. I'd be panicky if it was all rusty. Anyways, we'll get that side off, we'll get the back bit off, and then I get this carpet out, and then we can start on rust preparations. I'll go and store all that away as well. Can I put it away in a pallet in the warehouse so it doesn't get lost, and then we'll start the rust. Alright, I think we're going to do a wee bit of cleaning up here, get rid of all the carpet. But as you can see, look at she is empty now. And the good thing is we can have a wee bit more, or we can get a more up close look at the rust. As you can see, the body is perfect. We can see a little bit more rust around here that we can protect and treat. But everything else looks okay. Obviously, we need to undo the bottom of the dashboard as well, and that's just obviously to get stuff like the carpet out, and hopefully we don't find any more rust under there. But we're going to quickly do a wee tidy up, get rid of all the rubbish. We've got all those panels there, and clean up, and then see where we're at. Right, oh, the floor is out. We had to grind the bolts out for the accelerator. But as you can see, I can see why the accelerator is now stuck, because it's just jammed with all this shite. Sorry for those that don't like, I don't know, dirt. One thing I did notice though, I think we might have a wee bit more floor rot than we originally imagined. Almost looks like the steering wheel is at an angle. So the only way to find that out is once you clear this all the way. It might be fine, just right now it looks a wee bit kinda, I don't know if that helps. Anyways, I'm going to clean it out with a wee brush. I'm going to take this wee panel off as well. It's easy enough, there's like rivet, 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 and then it's off. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'll come back to you. Oh jeez, it beeps, man. We pulled off this wee plate here. It was sat across these lines. It's just all dirt, and obviously that's where moisture will collect. So hopefully there's no holes. Oh jeez, it beeps, man. It just keeps getting worse. So this was the bit that was holding the seatbelts on, and once I realised it actually came off, it took quite a chunk with it. Right, that'll do for today. I think there's a crossbeam missing from there. The more I look at it, there's too much of a gap. Anyways, we've prepped all the rust, ready for plating tomorrow. I need to work out what I'm going to do with the interior. Obviously everything's all hanging off, so my options are I clean the interior and just stick it back on, but some bits are all fag, like marks, like burns and stuff like that, and wee cuts and stains. So it's one of those ones. I think I'm going to take them home tonight, put them in the washing machine, because obviously they're all off the fabric anyways. Put them in the washing machine, see how they come out, but I'm not feeling hopeful. I think they might be too far gone, but it's easy enough to get redone. Not by myself though. It's just extra costs and extra time, isn't it? We have got until October. It is July the 20th, no, July, what day is it? July the 18th or something? July the 15th, so we've still got a while. We've got July, August, September, October. But the upholstery guy that done SF55 was about 4 or 5 months. So we might need to find somebody different. No offence to that guy, but time-wise we don't have that luxury. But we're making progress. I mean, we're ripping everything apart. We've not really fixed in it. We're just ripping bits apart. But regardless, see you in the next bit. Alright, it is the next day. We're currently waiting for steel, just to get the call to say we've go and pick up the steel. We then are waiting to go and take our seats over to a place that doesn't open till 11. It is obviously 8 o'clock in the morning. So what we're going to do, just for the morning, just to make use of our time, is to tidy up the chassis, all the bits we cut off. So we're going to knock all these pins out so we're left with these brackets rather than the bolt sticking halfway through. I'm then going to measure them and make sure I order the correct bolts and what those bolts are even called. But the main big problem we're going to do today is cut off obviously all the excess bits that have been welded on for the horse box, including these poles here, and just make use of our time, because I think we're going to have to grind these bolts. Right, Euro windscreens, I've just been in, I've just missed them. I was doing trailer repairs, but I came and had a wee chat to them, and they've come in and they've taken out the windscreen for us. Obviously left it in so that it doesn't get wet, but now one thing they did do is I didn't know how to open the bonnet, right? And he came in and he pressed that button and he opened the bonnet, and I was like, oh, that's lovely, mate, that's lovely. It's missing its bonnet catch, that's fair enough. But I seen this, I was like, oh, brother, fucking hell, look at the state of that in there. What have I done? What have I done? But anyways, the reason that we had auto glass come in, auto glass, your windscreens come in, I can't use my handles here anymore, is to get into these rust holes, which is what we're going to be doing today as well, and just tidying up the edges. He's going to get us a new rubber seal, and then when I'm ready to work on it, obviously when the rain comes off, I'll get somebody to come in, lift the windscreen off with me, and then that way we can get in there. But I'll just keep tackling the chassis now. There's not much I can do with the rain. We're just going to start messing about these bolts and getting these bolts cut off and these plates removed, because obviously the new plates will probably need to go there for the new body. Unfortunately, work still goes on, so I have to do a wee pallet run first. Just going to strap these down the now. Oh, alright, we've been on and off. Obviously with the rain, if it gets too much I just kind of go inside for a wee sit down, but just kind of working away at it. I started spitting again, but it's not wet enough for us to go in. So, all these bolts out, obviously plate 1 off, plate 2, I think the boy maybe had a bit of an issue getting it to line up, judging by the state of this plate. But we'll get that all tidied up, all needle gunned, and it should come up nicely. But then on this third plate here, I've cut the back bumper off. I did have a wee mishap with the grinder, so I'm going to need to rewire those lights, but it'll be okay. It's an easy enough job. But there we go, that's off. Now we're just getting this wee leg off here. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 plates to do, and then that is it. The body is officially off, and then we can needle gun it, get it all nice and paint it. I'll probably needle gun it to about here, get all that nice and paint it, and then obviously we'll work on this side. I've got a feeling I might need to replace some brackets and stuff. While I'm down here, you might as well, because it's a lot easier. In fact, I think it's almost impossible. Like, if I want a new bracket for this here tank, the best time to do it is when the body's off it. Because look, how am I going to get my fingers up round there and get that bracket off when there's a body sat flush on top, you know what I mean? So if anything needs done now, we might as well do it. But windscreen's out. It's been a productive day so far. And we'll finish that off, and I think that'll pretty much do us. Another wee tiny thing we've done is we've taken that plate off, and it will now go back onto its original plate. Now the one that my dad had was an X-Reg. I couldn't find an X-Reg for the life of me, even though they're newer. Boom, so it's R927 DNE for done, which I quite like, because we'll be done when he sees it. But R9YMP, get rid of that. I'll try and sell it, so you can get a wee bit extra cash, because R9YMP doesn't mean anything to me. And if you're seeing this, it might still be for sale, so if you want it, it'll probably be on Ridge Transfers. Anyways, might get a plate off. Alright, I think the next thing is we're going to start taking some body panels off here and seeing just how bad the rust is underneath all these lovely panels. But of course, we'll do that in the next video. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video of the Daf 45 build video. There's a couple more videos to go.